Hello everyone, Silent K here, and today we'll be looking at the real-world locations in Episode 3 of Yoda Camp. A lot of Episode 3 takes place in Fumotopara campgrounds again, so there's not a whole lot new, but there is a few things. I did have to cheat a little bit this time. I had to look up a few of these places on Google Maps. I would like to do it live, but there's a few tools in Google Maps that are not available in Google Earth VR. So my apologies, but it's better than spending 2 or 3 hours in VR trying to find some of these harder to find places. So, the first stop is Nadeshiko's home in Nanbu. We see Nadeshiko and her sister taking the trip to Fumotopara campgrounds. Where was it? It was over here somewhere. Right over here. Utsubuna Station, the bridge that Nadeshiko goes across. And I did give another glance for her home. Her house does have a very unique mushroom-style rooftop, which is very rare for this part of the area. So I thought it would stand out, but I glanced around, couldn't find it still. So the first screenshot we do have is right around here, leading right up to the bridge. A little bit off. It's like right here. You got the row of street lamps and the pole on the left and the fence. And you can also see a little bit of the rooftop on the right. And of course we go across the bridge, which we've already seen. And for the most part, there's really only one way for them to get to Fumotopara campgrounds from here, and that's to follow this main road all the way around. The next stop was a section of road with green railings wedged right in between a river and a train tunnel. So that I thought would be the easiest one to start with when I was doing my research. And it's along here somewhere. Right here, I think? Looks like it. Yes, here we go. Green rails, tunnel, river. Oh, hello. Nice. 2 down. And the next one. Where was it? It was like a curve with little like topiary thingies. It seemed like it would be really hard to find at the time, but I found it fairly easily. It was right after they turned off this road. Right here maybe? Yeah, I think this is it. This little curve here. Yep. Alright. Come around here. Perfect. little double telephone pole. I got the topiaries. Perfect. Unfortunately, that's as far as I got. Because the other one, the next screenshot, I was absolutely sure I would be able to find. So I spent like 2 hours looking for it, which the last one was right over here, and Pumotapara is like way up there. So you might think that the screenshot looks like just an ordinary highway in the woods. There's probably like a million places that look like that. But there are actually quite a number of defining features in the picture that made me sure I would be able to find it. The biggest one being the road markings. You can see that it has a yellow line going down the middle and speed limit markers. And in this entire area, like in the satellite photos, you can tell that almost none of the roads are marked. Dual white lines, diamonds, unmarked, 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 dashed lines, dual white lines, unmarked, 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 dual white lines, dashed lines, solid yellow. But you can actually read these, the speed markers painted on the road. You can't read it in VR because the resolution's too low, but in Google Maps you can. And almost all of them are either 40 or 30 kilometers per hour. There are very, very few roads that are 50. Like this one is 40. So even though this is a massive area with tons of roads, there are very few that are 50 kilometers per hour with that yellow line going down the middle. And I searched every single one from top to bottom, back and forth. Couldn't find that shot. I was very disappointed. The other defining features are the fact that it's sort of in the woods. Most of these roads cut through cities, so there are very few parts that cut through the woods. The other fact is that right after that shot, Nadeshiko notices Mount Fuji, so you assume it would be like at the lower end here, before Fuji comes into view. So you figure they were right here, and so it's really just a small area with very distinctive markings on the road that you should be looking for. Couldn't find it. I was very disappointed. The next shot is a little bit more vague. It's just like an uphill climb looking over out the country, which is still pretty easy to find because a lot of these areas you don't have a clear view of Mount Fuji like that. Like if you go down here where there's farmlands on the right, you get a pretty good view. But there are very few roads like this, and again, no yellow marks, so you need the combination of those two things. Like up here it's all wooded, you can't really get a clear view, and we happen to be right in a cemetery. Perfect. So yeah, I was disappointed that I couldn't find those last two shots. If anyone knows, let me know. I'll take another look at it. I'd be very happy to do a supplement to this video. But after that, Nadeshiko and her sister arrive at Fumotapara campgrounds, and it shows the entrance sign, which I showed in the last video, so no need to go into that. And then the other new scene is Aoi and Chiaki's new jobs. The two stores in the shot are Kawamoto Liquors, Minobu branch, and Zebra Supermarket, which I figured those would be fake names, but I figured the location was very easy to recognize. They were both sharing a parking lot. So I looked for Minobu, and in Google Maps I did an area search for supermarkets, and I figured I would have a hard time, but there was only like 3 in the area, and I believe one was right over here. Or was it over here? 1 second. Alright, so it should be like right here. Shopping mall. And here we are. It's the Selba supermarket, and I'm not even going to try to read that, so if you want to look those kanji up, you can. And we have Docomo, which is Momomo in the anime. I wonder if anyone took a 360 shot in the parking lot. Nope. Kind of a weird thing to do, but you never know. And that's about it. I did take a quick look around for those lucky drink shop machines that they were drinking in front of, but I mean, it's just a couple of vending machines in a row. It's kind of difficult to find. And that's it for episode 3. Episode 4 is going to be a doozy. There is a whole bunch of shots to look for. So I think I'm going to divide the next episode into 2 halves. The first half is going to be the Out Club's trip, and then the second video will be Neen's trip. So they'll all be nice and organized, and they won't be too long. So hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Please tune in again next time.